I always thought it was kind of strange how I always just started out on the story so far screen, but then I just realized it's a perfectly good means of recounting the events of the last stream. Anyways, welcome to more Sonic Chronicles, the Dank Brotherhood. You can just call me Stent. The story so far. With Angel Island floating into place in the skies of Metropolis, Sonic and his friends set out to stop Shade the Echidna and a mysterious Nocturnus clan from landing on Angel Island and stealing the Master Emerald. After entering Metropolis with a ruined sewer system, the team had to fight their way from the city's marauder-infested ruins up to Angel Island. They must stop the Nocturnus clan at all costs. Also, we beat up Shadow a little bit, but that aside, let's just get into it. I'm presuming a fair bit of this whole stream is just going to be me trying and failing to, Actually, hold up. Just noticed on the screen here. Let me just, There we go. That's a little bit better. I knew I was missing something. That means I can, be the most professional ever, just reposition it like that. That looks a little bit better, don't you think? Anyways, let's finally get into this. I imagine that Metropolis is going to take up the majority of the stream, as it is a fairly labyrinthian place from what I recall. First, we need to talk with everybody. Starting with, Shadokara. What do you want, Sonic? Tell me what happened to Omega. I don't know. We lost touch. Knowing him, he likely detected badniks in Metropolis and went there to destroy them. He always wanted to be the toughest robot of all, so he'll take any chance to prove his strength. Where do you think he is? The device I had when you found him was going to track it. It said he was in Metropolis. Couldn't tell me where exactly, so either the device was useless or Omega's not giving off a signal anymore. That worries me. You think he's in trouble? Omega's strong, but he's not invincible. Yay, he said the thing. And he's hard-headed enough to charge into danger without thinking. If something's happened to him, I would be very upset. It's super surreal hearing Shadow just say, I will be upset. You just don't really tend to hear that from Shadow, do you? Those Marauders have done something. They'll have no idea what's coming to them. I'll stick with you till we find Omega, Sonic. But don't expect me to join you on your group hugs and picnics. I'll be ready when it's time to go. Well, he's just vanished into thin air. We've already talked with Knuckles a little bit, so let's talk with Amelia, and still not certain what voice I'm going to be doing here, so...
Oh, Sonic, I wanted to talk to you. I don't know how to say this, but I'll just come out with it. You've been real nice to me lately. I just wanted to say thank you. I never thought you liked me before, but it's good to know at least you care about me a little bit.
Ah yes, the Xenoblade 2 answer. I like to be nice with all my friends, Amy. Back into the friend zone you go. Into the friend bin. Nah, we may as well be cordial about this. You deserve to be treated nicely, Amy. You are a fan favorite after all.
Really? You mean it? I mean, of course I do. I better go get everything ready for the attack on Metropolis. Thanks, Sonic.
It's gonna be so weird actually trying to crystallize that voice. Well, hello, Sonic. Is everyone ready to go?
No, not quite. Let me know when you are. You always have a plan figured out.
Of course, we have to talk to weird-looking Robotnik here.
Ah, Sonic, isn't it lovely you and I working together? I wouldn't have thought it would happen in a million years. A trillion.
I mean, it's worked out well enough so far. You know, like the time on the Ark. If we're up to need, it'd never happen again. You know what? Let's go with this answer.
Yes, well, it seems that your friend Tails might have other ideas. Smart kid that. He understands my brilliance, unlike you. It makes me feel strange saving the world. Not entirely uncomfortable either.
You know, this really could be a chance to actually do some good for once.
Oh, you know, if I can't destroy the world, I might as well save it. Shh, not so loud. I have an evil reputation to uphold. We will destroy those marauders. And by destroy, I mean Bring to justice, yes.
You know, I kind of like Robotnik in this.
Alright, let's get moving. Okay, everyone gather round. We have a plan? We do, but it won't be easy. My calculations say that Angel Island will be directly over Metropolis in a matter of moments. If you want to save your Master Emerald, you have to hurry. My calculations never lie.
It sounded like Shay didn't have the Master Emerald yet. If she did, this place would be swarming with Nocturnus kind of kidness.
There's already a whole army of marauders and robots. Even Sonic can't take on a whole army without backup.
Sounds like a I missed the...
I of course anticipated this event. I have in my advanced weaponry lab the perfect machine for the job. Given time, I and my powerful scientific mind could rig up a weapon to help against our foes. We'll be unstoppable. Metropolis is crawling with bad guys, though. You never get there by yourself.
Go with him, then. I'll go to Angel Island alone.
How do we know Robotnik won't just turn on us? You still don't trust me, Sonic. Why? I'm hurt. We have a common enemy, my brute friend. And if we didn't, I've given up, remember? Wink wink, nudge nudge. You've won, Sonic. The great Dr. Robotnik is no longer a threat.
Good. Then he won't get in my way.
Knuckles, you don't have to... What else do we know about this situation?
What else do we need to know? It's my job to protect the Master Emerald, whatever the cost. The Nocturnus clan must have some way of getting onto Angel Island. I'll stop them before they get there, or I'll hitch a ride and stop them on the island.
Knuckles, you don't have to defend Angel Island alone.
Protecting the Chaos Emerald is my responsibility. Are you sure this is another mistranslation? Then again, this is Bioware, it's Western, so... My responsibility, mine alone. I am the last of the Echidnas, charged with the...
You're not the last anymore, Knuckles.
Alright, Sonic. But stay out of my way.
Let's split into two teams.
Right.
I'll go with Robotnik. Maybe I can help him with the weapon. Keep an eye on Robotnik, Tails. Oh, I will. I promise. What about the rest of us? We'll divide into two teams, like this.
And I think this is the first indication of us having multiple teams to play around with. I think there's multiple instances in this happening throughout the game. I have an idea as to what direction I want to go with this, though. So obviously, gonna go the classic Team Dark setup with Team Eggman. Meanwhile, with Sonic and Knuckles, obviously Amy's gonna go, and honestly, I kind of want to take Cream along. Naturally, at this point, you'd probably just be forced to put Big in if you didn't already have Cream. That should do. And look at that, Smash level 3. We're already plus 15 health, wow. So only 5 points. So we got the most potent attack likely to leave a single foe stunned. Kinda surprised this doesn't also give invincibility. How am I doing? Doing alright. Doing alright. Just about to get into the swing of things. Fly level 3, so Tails is our de facto flyer, I think. Oh yeah, and this also means I can finally start messing around with Tails' support abilities since we maxed out Scans. Let's see, we got Tinker, Distract and Weakened, Healing Tech, Regenerate. That actually seemed pretty solid, I'm not gonna lie. Fortified, Flashbang, and Adrenaline Rush. I kinda wanna go with Medibots. Of course, Rouge. Still more stuff we can mess around with. I think I'm good for the time being. Oh, and another point for Robotnik, of course. Still want to hold out for Bombardment, so we'll just leave that. Good, we have our teams. So, what's the plan? Sonic and I will take our team up into Metropolis and see what we can find out. We'll wipe out any marauders we see and try to stop them before they get to Angel Island. Then Robotnik and I will take our team to the weapons lab. We'll put together a weapon we can use to even the odds against the marauders. I bet the marauders are everywhere up there. Do not fear, in my infinite wisdom, I crafted a system of tunnels beneath the city. We can use them to travel unnoticed. Brilliant.
That sounds like a plan. We'll use these communicators to keep in touch.
Once we think the surface is safe, we'll radio and let you know.
This will be dangerous, everyone. Please be careful. Sonic, this might be a good place to save your game. Alright. Good luck. And be careful.
These tunnels look familiar.
We've been through here before, I think. Last time we brought down Robotnik. I remember. Let's not stay down here long.
Listen, it sounds like we're not alone.
Then let's change that.
It's gonna be quite awkward trying to differentiate Sonic and Amy's voices as time goes on, methinks. Okay, it doesn't seem as though there's much down here aside from just more enemies. Shouldn't be too difficult to take these ones out. I think we can just get away with just normal attacks against these mooks. Kinda wanna see... Kinda feels as though, power moves are saved mostly for either emergencies or... Oh. He just deleted himself. Not that I'm complaining, just wasn't expecting that. Oh, he's doing full auto. Come on! Surely you can hit something! We're in this situation again, we're in this situation again where none of my party members can hit a single thing. Okay, I think we'll just focus fire one for the time being, and Krem. Let's go for a heal. Oh, well, there goes Amy. We get to just watch Amy awkwardly parade in front of everybody, and then... I'm pretty sure that gif is just a meme on Discord at this point. I almost forgot you were fighting an enemy. One of the Shinra turrets. Yeah, I can sort of see what the resemblance, I think. Maybe. Gonna be quite awkward. Let's see what we got in terms of revival stuff. I kind of want to... Yeah, we'll just take this turn to revive Amy. Come on! There you go, Knuckles. You finally got him. And we got SEGA drones and assault drone. Ooh. Alright, already off to a good start. Part of me definitely still wishes that you were able to actually use power moves whilst in the overworld. Mostly just the healing ones, but I can see why... I can sort of see why they would be against that in a way. Okay, I think that'll have to do for now. Definitely can't wait for a certain It's kind of awkward, really. I'm not entirely certain as to where I'm supposed to be going. Can't go down that way, so I guess we're just gonna have to go upstairs. Yep. Welcome to Detroit. I had to get that joke in there somehow, didn't I? Wow, we really did a number on this place.
See anything?
Let me... Oh.
What is it?
Angel Island. I see it. If Robotnik is correct, it'll be in place soon.
Then let's go!
Meanwhile, with the other group...
You sure this is the right way?
Of course I'm sure. I designed these tunnels. I hid a device in these tunnels. We'll need it to build the weapon against the Marauders.
Ah, I hadn't considered that. You say you just have the parts just lying around.
Of course I do. It shouldn't be far now.
Then lead on, Robotnik.
Thank you, Tails, I will.
It's kind of surreal that this is like, arguably the first time we get the whole original Team Dark together again in one game. And it's completely optional to do it as well. Like, I just figured, considering particular events that also happen in Metropolis, that bringing Shadow along would probably be Well, just not so much just Shadow, but Shadow and Rouge. Just figured that would be the most... Those two would be the most appropriate to bring along for this. Feels like you really gotta be specific with that. Oh yeah, we also get to see Robotnik's default attack, where he just throws a spanner at him. Oh gee, I wonder where Flynn got the inspiration for an attack like that during Final Horizons. It's almost as though that was just another reference, and not just the fact that, and not just the based assumption of his character as a mechanic. No matter, it's just funny to see, even as far back as now, just seeing a Sonic character attack by throwing wrenches, because I know that a lot of people, myself included, were kind of disappointed about that with Final Horizon. Come on, surely you can... Surely you can land a single hit. There you go. Getting there eventually. You know what? Let's try the Medibot skill actually. Well, now we're here. Gonna use that on Robotnik. At least I'm fairly certain this music is supposed to be based off of Tidal Tempest. Sounds familiar to it, at least. So close. Alright, that one didn't seem too bad. A test of your reflexes! I suppose it's kind of fitting because during the Klonoa stream yesterday, I mentioned that there's an entire town which is based entirely on Discord and fighting each other, not to be confused with the web app of the same name. And I made the joke about it basically just being a great example of just the absolute state of the Sonic fanbase, mostly just on Twitter, and I kind of feel like a place like this also sort of matches that in a way. There you go, got there eventually. More health roots. Thankfully, the inventory seems to be shared, so that's a relief at least. Let's see what's in here. More enemies by the sounds of it. Ah, rubbly gloves! Finally! Unfortunately, no safety goggles to go with it. Cure Spray Health Seed, that'll be useful. Let's see who we can put those rubbly gloves onto. Let's see, rubbly gloves. Okay, anyone can use it except robots. Kinda curious that it mentions robots, but we haven't come across any yet. Let's put those on Tails. He could do some it looks like the sort who would use rubbly gloves. Ah, one of these things. Shield pawns. I reckon Tails is probably the best character to have for these fellas. Then again, I'm fairly certain most of the enemies here are going to be quite tough. So let's just see how we do in that case. I'm hoping that I'm going to nail the scam this time. It would be pretty awkward if I didn't. Okay, it's pretty simple to get. A test of your reflexes! Oh no, he's booting up Quake 2! Nailed it. Oh, that looks so much better. I'll admit, I do kind of like the robot designs in this game. They actually look kind of imposing. Just imagine actually fighting one of these in Unleashed. Seems like the stuff of nightmares, methinks. Let's just choose some Goom. Let's try bombardment, and I think I want to hold off on Shadow's sort of hard-hitting moves for the time being. Watch Robotnik just casually walk forward. Alright, that's pretty good. And you can probably tell that we're not going to be seeing much of Robotnik from here on out, mostly just because his, how limited a lot of his power moves seem to be. Let's just, Cure-All Spray, and more defense. There we go. Alright, now everybody's asleep again. This suddenly went from bad to worse. Are we just gonna be just absolutely stun-locked by shenanigans at this point? I hope not. Yeah, I'm gonna have to scan the two of them again. Yeah, that one is actually surprisingly easy to get now. We are starting to get into a little bit of a problem, though, I've noticed, is mostly with the fact that it really feels as though after a bit you sort of disincentivize from fighting because of how weak you are. There we go, Shadow's back up. So, at the very least now, we can potentially do something. Health Seed, just get Shadow back up. And come on, we gotta at least take one of these out. Oh, they're just gonna be revolving doors with... Yeah, these guys just seem like they're gonna be annoying. Part of me wants to try and avoid attacking these as much as possible, but I don't think we're gonna be able to, unfortunately. Gonna have to get very much used to using scan, because I know there's certain enemies later on which require it. A test of... Alright, I'll stop. Alright, everybody's asleep again, I suppose. Finally, we got one of them down. Yeah, I feel as though I'm starting to get back into the groove. I mean, I say that, I'm probably just gonna botch all of Cream's reaction commands again. Get him! It's nice actually being able to hit something for once. Boing. Oh, that was rough. Clover juice. Guess there's something else in here. Yep. Rock salt. Just what I needed. Just what the doctor ordered. Just what I needed at this particular point in time. I kind of want to heal up before we go out there. We're not doing all that great. Obviously, Tails is going to need some more gum. And yeah, it seems as though we're just running low on health restoratives. I kind of feel that... I know this is partially my fault for not buying items, but I feel a lot of stuff is expensive. Make sure that we find your device before heading to the surface. Ah, so it's still here, is it? Alright, we'll just have a look. There it is. There it is, the ionic defragulator. Oh good, if you run into anything that needs defragulating, we're all set. What does that do exactly? Well, I couldn't even begin to explain it to one such as yourself. We're like the same IQ though, Robotnik.
By itself, it is nothing, but coupled with my hypersonic compactor rod and my own stupendous intellect, it's a weapon. It's really powerful, especially against living things. Come. The hypersonic compactor rod must be on the surface. Shall we go find it?
No. We have to wait for sonic signal.
This is stupid. We're wasting time. We should be out there fighting.
Shadow wants us to stay down here. We're wave 2, Shadow. We're supposed to come in once I cleared the way. I just hope they're alright.
Build their ultimate weapon.
Alright then, just cut to the rest of the team. I'm pointing at something. You know, I really gotta ask who exactly they got to do a lot of this artwork. At least for the cutscenes. We're too late.
No, we're not. If we can stow away in one of the airships, we can get to Angel Island just as they do. We get to fly? That sounds really dangerous. Is there another way?
If we're fast enough, that just might work.
Fast enough? Did you just forget who I am?
Want to be sure we can gather up as much stuff as we can around here, because we can only come through here once as Sonic and Knuckles. So I want to make absolutely sure. Let's see what's up. Okay, another one of those. Really seems as though we're just getting a lot of the rare chows now. Suppose that makes sense. Oh no. Right. Let's spend another half hour trying to hit a single target. Oh no. Well, Cream's dead again. Kind of notice that Cream just has very little health. I'm hoping this isn't going to become a recurring issue. Suppose since we're here, actually, this place I get pretty much is, or at least seems to be, highly reminiscent of Robotropolis from the, at the very least, the SatAM/Archie representation of Robotropolis, which sort of leads me to wonder exactly how much inspiration Archie had on the setting for this. I mean, obviously it's not one-for-one. And I kind of want to look at the map real quick before we continue, once we get out of this fight. Don't seem to be doing too badly now. All it took was the cost of Cream's life. I really do hope that Cream's going to be alright for most of this, because I know she's technically the strongest character, but obviously some work needs to go into it, methinks. Oh no. Well, Amy's dead. Got more drinks at the very least. I'm also hoping that EXP is shared once we're out here, so we could just pop back to the other group and just be like, oh hey, they've leveled up all of a sudden. I wanted to look at the world map. There it is. So we just got Green Hill, Central City, and Mystic Ruins all on one landmass. And then Blue Ridge Zone and Metropolis, which I'm guessing isn't supposed to be the Metropolis Zone from Westside Island. I mean, obviously this map is sort of bupkis in the context of the greater Sonic continuity, because honestly we're still waiting on a world map. Got everything there, so I'm hoping at the very least we can get everything here. Out of the way, coming through. These guys also look pretty threatening, just casually having missile pods attached to strapped to their backs. I kind of dig it. Don't want to go too far though, because obviously that'll just put us where we're at, and I will admit this Robotnik statue definitely looks bleak. Like, who designed those spindly arms of his? They're not that spindly, surely. So look at all this just garbage just piled up. This really is just, like, the most Robotnik, I suppose, coded city ever. Really brings in mind stuff like Metropolis. Well, sorry, Scrap Brain Zone. Really just feels like a cross between Robotropolis and Scrap Brain. It's like bonded characters do wind damage. Okay. Also, kind of like how desolate this all feels. The airbase. Let's get inside. Hurry. Nope, don't want to go inside just yet, because I'm feeling as though there's something I'm missing here. Something that requires Knuckles' skills. More speedy sneakers, that's nice. What am I missing? Honestly, getting a fair bit of Necromuda vibes from this place as well, weirdly enough. Oh no. Alright, going up against a gun pawn. Let's see just how dangerous these fellas are. Probably just gonna go for one power move apiece, and let's try a refresh. See how we do. And just focus fire on the big guy. Okay, I think these fellas are not as tough as the shield pawns, just probably just more in line of doing damage. Nailed it! I can't wait to get that one shot, which just completely trivializes those. Well, Amy's dead again. Honestly, these fellas are like the most dangerous enemies so far, and that they can just do so much damage on you. I'm gonna try reviving Knuckles. See how... Okay, so it's a long one. You really gotta nail it in order to get rewarded for that. Oh no, he's using his Mega Buster! Yeah, I gotta admit that's still pretty metal. Oh, and rockets as well. I'm lucky to have missed those. Okay, let's try for another axe kick. That should put him down. And gonna have to use my last revival ring, unfortunately. I'm gonna miss it when it's gone. And Knuckles just dies again. That was definitely worth it. What's he doing? Nice to see you too, Catherine. I was just suffering at the hands of the shield pawn. I think we can just get away with just attacking it. We might get lucky. Oh no. Somehow Sonic survives that. So there, at least we just have this fella to... There we go. Yeah, the enemies here are pretty rough, to say the least. Oh boy. Just want to check if there's anything we can actually do here real quick. All while trying to avoid all the enemies. Oh. I knew there was something we could grab here. Oh, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, but we are very much in dire straits already. I do kind of wish there's an area where we can actually just buy more health healing items. I say that, but I really want to save these for when we get to No, I do not need a pacifier. What is going on with the music? You know what? I was gonna say we're out of here, but I think we're about to die. Cream is the only one with any health. Yeah, let's just get out of here before our ears get crushed by along with the bits. I do appreciate at the very least that fleeing is easier when you have less teammates. Yay, we escaped. They're taking off! Quick, we might be able to catch the last one. Hurry! Okay. And in we go. As Knuckles just stands there. What's that noise? It sounds like airships above? Tails, this is Sonic. The Marauders are taking off. We're on one of the airships on our way to Angel Island. Should be safe for you to leave the underground now. Thanks, Sonic. Be careful. Sonic out. That's our cue. After you, my furry friend. I am absolutely fine at the moment, thank you very much. Let's just get out of here. And into the nightmare.
My city! What have they done to... Ah! Those Marauder fools! Don't they know they've invited the wrath of Dr. Robotnik?
Oh, please, do you even have any wrath left?
No, not really.
I have to find that pot and get to the lab. This will probably be a good time to save the game, too. Let's go.
Alright, we'll just do that. As we're gonna be in for a bit of a rough one, methinks. Also, I'm gonna need to find the correct path. Oh. Oh, I think I messed up. Yeah, I messed up. I think. What is over there? More rings, more fans. Oh. Already we're off to a bad start. I'm just hoping that's not gonna impede me from getting the character I'm trying to get. I think it's best if we just take our leave. There's no time to play games. Barely made it. I have a feeling we're seeing that a lot as we go on, because golly. Bye. Yeah, I'm not entirely certain if this could really be considered great game design, where it feels as though, in most cases, you're better off just running. I get that you need the experience in order to deal with the bosses, but when the actual fights are this tough regardless, is it really worth it?
Ah yes, lovely. Even I'm impressed with my craftsmanship.
What did you find?
With these parts, I'm able to ascend a massive blast egg cannon, the likes of which has never been seen before. A masterpiece of modern engineering. This weapon, no one can withstand our might.
Now we're talking.
I don't know. The Marauders have done an awful lot with withstanding so far. I have a better idea.
Why am I not surprised?
If we could somehow create a beam cannon that would teleport them back where they came from, or we could use the tracker I made to lock onto whatever signal we choose. We could fire it anywhere, but it would only hit what we tell it to hit.
I hadn't thought of that. That's genius. Anywhere in the world, eh?
We could take that one, Marauders, without hitting our friends.
We could send them home, whether that is without hurting them.
Right.
But they will suffer no injuries, not even a little.
You can do it, Robotnik, just try.
Not even a tiny bit.
On our team, we avoid violence whenever we can, Robotnik.
Except when it comes to your various badniks, we just rip them up in like tin cans.
I see. Well, if your whack or pain-free machine works, I'll be very impressed. My weapons labs do the self.
Before we go, maybe we should save the game.
We're just gonna keep hearing Tails saying to save the game. Oh yes, and finally Shadow can teleport. What have we got what we can work with? I'll wait for another level till we get Chaos Tier. And finally we get Stealth on Rouge. We'll see how that plays out, and we'll get Jewel Storm. I want to take this opportunity to try and look around as best I can. Because I reckon there's a certain... I may as well say it, there's a certain bonus character you can get here, which I want to find. If I can remember where he is. As Tails just takes the long route around. Tails, where you... Ah. I suppose that works. Alright, where are we going now? Where do you want me to go now, game? Are we just stuck here? Do we have to turn back? Get another knicked. Alright, we'll go back. Now we have to deal with all these robots again. Ah. Yeah, kind of concerned about the music just getting all bit crusty. Do I have a fan? No, I do not. And honestly, real life gets that seems a little bit concerning on my end. Oh no. Me thinks we're about to... Well, there goes Robotnik. I'm thinking I am probably going to have to set up a P.O. box at some point, am I? Still, I at the very least appreciate you coming all this way to see me. As I struggle against all these enemies, because I definitely remember getting stuck here a fair bit when I first played the game. Just from the sheer amount of attrition going on. It's not so bad on repeat playthroughs when you got all the stuff you need in order to really make the most of things, but on the first playthrough it is definitely rough. Where am I? I was wondering when that would come up. Okay, so we can't go down there. Oh, we can go down there in front of the gun pawn. Wonderful. Don't mind me. Just trying to figure out where I'm supposed to be going. Because I reckon we need to go... You need fly free just for that. Just for that little, like, ledge. Some of these field requirements do seem a little bit backwards to me. Not gonna lie. Oh no. Well, there goes Shadow. Yeah, I think you can see what I mean by attrition. Just... If you can't just get away right away, all of a sudden just... Most of your team is just struggling for the most part, and... Again, just use your power moves, but... I feel I kind of want to save those. I get at least the, impetus to save those, even though it probably isn't the most recommended... Ah. Just what I needed. Great. At least the full auto one is fairly easy to avoid. Yeah, I will definitely admit this really does sort of feel like the low points of the game in my eyes. Oh. Love this stuff. Oh look, it's a SEGA Saturn controller, I think. I don't want to immediately just jump to... Oh, it's a Genesis controller, which a Ring of Life. Wonderful. And Grapple Claws, I wonder who... That arm looks familiar, I wonder who that could be for. Can't go in there. Generally just speaking, I kind of... Oh look, it's an egg... Oh, that is just a Mega Drive. What's a giant Mega Drive doing here, I wonder? Okay, I think I need to head this way. I think I'm headed this... Increase the odds that eggs will hatch into a rare, unique... I'm gonna put that on Robotnik for the time being. If I can actually find him in... Only attack the bond carry... Okay, that's the tank one. There he is, Fiss. Now I have to find out exactly where I'm supposed to be going. Because I know where I want... I think I know where I want to get. It's just a matter of getting there. Don't mind me. Oh yes, just casual, just full of acid there. Really just seems rather reminiscent of that one River of Ether from Xenoblade. I miss that game. I feel lost. I'm just gonna put it that way, I feel lost. What's in this, I wonder? I keep getting this one chow. I don't get it. Just gonna... So I can't use the fan for anything by the looks of it. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave. I feel there's just gonna be a whole bunch of this as we go. Okay, so I just can't get hit as any of the characters on 1 hit point, or else I just get punished even more. Nice to know. What is that screeching noise that Tails makes? Wait, they're getting away? Yes, let's hit all the boxes so I don't have to actually fight you. And now they're just gone for good. Perfect. It's like even when I lose, I still win. Yeah, it kind of feels as though... Oh. Anything over here? Nope, nothing over there I could do. Yeah, I feel this is just going to be a whole bunch of me just wandering around trying to figure out where I'm supposed to go, so please bear with me. Obviously I'm supposed to get to ground level in order to get to the lab, but I don't want to go to the lab yet. I want to wander around a fair bit and try and find a way to get up there. As this horrible rendition of Panic Puppet Zone just drones on in the background. As that is what that is. It is Panic Puppet Zone. I don't want to risk my neck out against these fellas. But you know what? I think I'm just gonna try and get at least some experience. I'm sure he can manage, Shadow. Gotcha. Alright, that wasn't terrible damage. Yeah, Tails' reaction commands generally seem to be quite easy. By comparison. Somehow nailed that. Suppose we'll just have to do it again. Oh yeah. So Chaos Spear does work by the looks of it. Alright. Shadow, consider yourself fixed for the time being. I feel maxing out Medbot is probably going to be a bit of a priority. Yeah, kind of crazy that the gun pawn seem to have fairly easy reaction commands. It's weird. No, I don't want to do that. Actually, maybe I do. Yeah, just give the gum to Tails. And Shadow could just... and Rouge could just beat up these ones. At least I hope. I'm kind of nervous about that locked on status. In all its big crush glory. Just like everything else in this game. Wow. Even just by messing one up, it does that much damage. Oh yeah, and it also mends up PP as well. That's pretty neat. He's gonna use that on Tails, actually. Alright, let's see if we can at the very least burn down one of them. Probably should have gone for the spear. But I also figured out how to remove the mouse as well, as you probably noticed, so it really is like I'm playing this on an actual DS. Which of course I always have been, don't be ridiculous. Do I want to risk... What? You know what? Go have your fun, Robotnik. As you just casually stroll forward. Probably one of the easier reaction commands in the game. That does so much damage. Okay, finally. And I get a little bit of extra stuff for my children. Get away from me. I did not ask for this. I feel like a child lost in a shopping mall. I'm lost and confused. Yeah, don't mind me, I'm just gonna take my leave. A little bit of an embarrassment on my front, but doesn't really matter to me. I'm sure we'll find other ways of getting the experience as we go on. For now, I really need to find a way back up north. Or am I just stuck down here now? I think I know what I'm gonna need to do at this point, but let's hold off for a little bit. I want to see if I can figure this out for myself. Worst case scenario, I think we could just go back into the hidey hole and heal up. Maybe there I can formulate a Thanks a bunch, Rouge. Yeah, we're just getting beat up out here. Oh. Let's try that again. I also kind of find it weird that they just have this, like, super slowed down version of the jump sound effect. And then again, all the sound choices in this whole thing are just strange and unusual. Is there anything I can do? Oh, there's stuff up here I missed as well. Ooh. And the whole thing that I can't get here yet. Wow. Great. I don't want to deal with you. I have places to be. I'm gonna do one turn of you at the very least so that I can potentially get my low health teammates knocked down and... Well, there goes a Robotnik. You didn't need to go that hard. Yeah, honestly... If it was just like 2 of these enemies, it wouldn't be so bad, but going up against 4 at once, it just seems excessive. Yeah, just gonna keep going until Rouge falls down, I think. I think it really is indicative of how good this is in an RPG, where you really would just want to avoid the combat. There's sort of a reason why this whole game isn't exactly fondly remembered. I think that stuff like this is it. And one of you just knocked down Rouge already. She's 1 hit point. Kinda weird that when I want them to use self-destruct, they just aren't anymore. Honestly, that evasion skill probably is the worst one. Can you please... Okay, somehow I managed to avoid getting hit there. Somehow. Okay, we got 1 down at the very least. We got a couple down. And this is still just taking all of my life. I'm starting to realize why this particular series wasn't exactly the most popular, because it is just a lot of this. I just thought, oh, you know, the character interactions are probably going to be funny, which they are, but... What can really be said about the combat aside from... not that great? Just from how often you miss your attacks, it's just painful. Finally. Laser Drone Mark II. Oily hydraulics. That looks familiar. Okay, let's go down in here, see if we can heal up and rethink. We can go back in here, that's good. I think this is basically just a home base to make a house a home. Okay. Just so I actually have an idea as to what I'm actually doing. Oh, Sonic actually leveled up. Finally got a maxed out axe kick. Krim gets level 3 flying. Gonna hold off until we get level 15 refresh. I can just pause there so I can actually have an idea as to what I'm doing. As we just hear all this white noise. I was only partially kidding when I said this would take the entire part. I certainly hope it doesn't. Oh boy. Well, let's just go up here and see if we can find anything we missed. I'm not dealing with you. I'm not talking to you. It's funny as well, this cave here, it sort of reminds me of the cave backdrop from Final Fantasy VII. Alright, off to a good start. Just what I wanted. One of my teammates down already. One of me sort of wishes there was a repel system where you could just avoid running into enemies at some point, just so... I think it just goes to show that a lot of these enemies are just... not great to fight against. Honestly, probably would have benefited me in hindsight to just spend a fair bit of time whilst off stream just actually grinding levels, just so I wouldn't actually come across this problem. Worst case scenario, if we don't really get much done this week, then I'll probably just do it again next week, hopefully with a better team, because this is kind of ridiculous. It's like we've been at this for an hour already. It seems as though we have barely gotten anywhere. I do at least want to make it feel as though I'm progressing, if that makes any sense. Here it just doesn't feel that way, so we'll just see what happens. Okay, I think I may have messed things up already. I think the best thing we can really do here is just carry on, because I think at the very least we may get an opportunity to explore more of this place. It's just so far not really going all that well. I'm getting hardly any unique chows, Robotnik. Your chow's busted. In we go.
Ah, my old weapons lab. How I've missed this place.
Looks ruined.
Pains my heart to see it her this way.
Let's get to work.
Yes, let's.
We've taken off. Now we just need to take control. It shouldn't be hard to get to the bridge and take out the captain. Then we can fly this thing ourselves.
Right. Tails calling Sonic. Come in, Sonic. I'm here, Tails. We got the parts and I'm building the weapon. Good. We're in the air now. Alright. Good luck, team. Tails out.
He's so cheerful.
Let's make sure he can stay that way.
Alright, I think we're gonna need to deal with the guards out here. Oh goody, more drones. Just what the doctor ordered. Yeah, I think just deal with the drones first. They seem like the biggest threat. I mean, especially since you can barely seem to hit them most of the time. I'm guessing phase is just another thing that makes it more difficult for them to be hit. At least that's how it seems. Well, Knuckles is just asleep. I mean, I could do something about that, but I definitely just want to save PP. You can sort of tell I'm not exactly having the most fun this time around. I sort of knew this was going to be the case because I know for a fact that Metropolis is arguably the worst part of the game. Probably should have taken that a little bit more seriously in hindsight. And even here, they just keep prioritizing Knuckles. Is it just that each of the characters just has a secret enmity stat which I'm not aware of? It feels that way. What is that sound effect when Knuckles gets hit? It's so bizarre. He's getting away. I think I kind of want to actually hit you. Hold up. I think these fellas might have something that I want. Maybe. If not, then I could probably just worry about it for next time. Wow, that's a lot of experience. Guess I want to level up. Finally get to max out uppercuts. Let's see what Amy can get. I kind of want to hold off until I max out low blow. Yeah, just completely just prioritize the same drone. Just kill this guy in particular. Fill him full of hammers and rusty nails. Somehow that missed. Kind of surprised, actually. The weird thing is that the Nocturnus here, the standard Nocturnus mooks, they actually seem easier to deal with than the Seeker drones. Mostly just because you can actually hit them. You know what, we'll just see how long this particular one lasts. Get him. I mean, obviously the health regen is annoying, but they take a fair bit of damage. At least, theoretically they do. I've heard it said plenty of times from friends of mine that arguably the thing that holds this game back the most is the fact that it's on the DS. Because obviously if it was on something which wasn't entirely focused around a touchscreen, then maybe, just maybe, we wouldn't have to deal with all those PAL commands. Yeah, it really does feel as though the Nocturnus fellas are a lot easier to deal with. Finally. And Sonic gets another level. Already. I'm gonna hold off. Let's see, do any more oh. Alright, I guess it's just gonna be me against the captain. I think there's a particular bonus item you can get around here. But I think for the time being, I'm just going to move on and deal with this guy because clock's ticking. He just casually wanders into the cockpit, and then he comes out. Oh, it's just one of him, looking like a fish. Alright, I'm just going to, wow, Sonic actually has more health than him, weirdly enough. I guess that's just that bonus XP for ya. We're gonna hit him with hammers. Oh, and he has the same throwing up sound effect as Big does. Nailed it. Alright, go get him, Knuckles. Wow, that was surprisingly easy, all things considered. What a surprise. And he hardly has any XP to show for it. There. The airship is ours.
Alright! Yay! Let's go get those Marauder losers.
Let's not celebrate yet. I think the captain took some sort of alarm. The whole fleet knows we took this ship. Oh no! And they're just punching the generator.
Did you figure that out by yourself? Or was that the huge boarding party your big clue?
We have to defeat those boarding parties while they bring the ship down.
This is gonna be fun.
No! We'll never get past our fleet without our main weapon.
I have an idea. Tails? Come in, Tails. Tails here. Our main weapon is down. There's no way you can get past the Marauder fleet. We need ground support. Hang on, Sonic. We'll find a way to help. Hurry!
There, that ought to do it. I've attached our beam cannon to this old skyhopper I found. Never before has the world seen such a mighty weapon.
Robotnik, we have to help Sonic.
What? Again?
I cannot get past the airship fleet. We'll have to sink those enemy ships from here.
I knew it.
You know what they say about those loose lips?
Yes, well, as always, I know just the thing. Before you so rudely destroyed my city, I built a massive anti-aircraft cannon in the southern reaches of Metropolis. Of course, I never got the chance to use it, but I happen to know it's still there, and the Marauders have still yet to discover it.
Then we can use it to save Sonic.
Yes, that isn't, what is it, non-lethal? But it will bring those ships down.
Let's save the game and go find that cannon.
Yeah, it is definitely crudely made. Alright, I don't think there's anything else in here. So I quite like the mood lighting in here, though, at the very least. Guessing there's not really much else we can do here, aside from just running away. Main question is, where are we supposed to go from here? Let me just check real quick. Yeah, it seems as though we need to head south. If you mind not being so rude. Honestly, it would probably be a good chance for us to head back to the little bunker, see if we can level up. It's kind of weird that you can't, if you don't just, that with the two-party system, you don't just level up upon switching. But, guess we're just gonna have to make do. It is definitely annoying, to say the least. I'm just thinking, it is kind of, cute how even here his tail's just spinning around behind him as he's running. It sort of feels like a habit thing at this point. Alright. Obviously we're gonna want Shadow and Rouge. There we go, Tail's got another level. And Rouge got another level. Yeah, gonna just hold off on that. And Robotnik got another level, meaning we can finally max out Bombardment. And of course we've got Shadow. Finally gonna max out Chaos Spear. Okie doke. Weirdly enough, it does seem as though we found most of the stuff in here already. Okay, I guess we're just gonna have to head to the north part of the... Do you mind? It is nice that we might be able to actually hit you now, but... Wait, can we actually knock one out on the... No. But at least we are able to hit them now. Finally, the desks are rotating. Finally, I'm actually able to fight back. I'm on equal footing. Ah, you just had to rain on my parade, didn't you? At least I'm hoping none of these try to self-destruct again. I know, I always found Robotnik's animation there just in front of the spanner quite quirky for some reason. Oh, it's like we're actually able to fight now. This actually feeling nice. I'm feeling happy for once. First time since the start of the stream. I mean, I say that, but then again, apparently these guys are impossible to hit now. Come on, Shadow. There you go. And that just leaves one left. Oh, we don't want to waste power moves on these ones. It's the weird thing, these seem like just sort of the ordinary mooks that you wouldn't waste power moves on, and yet they seem so difficult to hit and can just take you down super easily. It's strange. Okay. No, we don't want that. I was looking for healing items. Look at that, we actually have some healing items we can make use of now. Oh, isn't that lovely? Okay, I think we want to go this way. Oh, there's rings here we haven't actually collected. And there's someone here. I've been scavenging here in Metropolis since the egg carrier crashed, and I've yet to get to the top of that building. Looks like there's an escalator that goes up there, but you have to hit them switches in a certain way to activate the escalator. Beats me how you do it. Feel free to try for yourself. Let me try on my own first. Your time you're wasting. Good luck. Yeah, that definitely seems like it'll be useful. So, how to do it. Well, there's a ramp up here. And we can fly, so... Guessing we hit some... I guess not. I love Eggman's run here. He's just flailing his arms about all fruity-like. And Shadow, of course, his limbs are just going all over the place. Alright, and let's see what this does. Red, blue, red. Ah, it's Simon Says. Red, blue, yellow, red, yellow. Yellow. Red. Lellow. Red, yellow, red, red, blue, blue. That's the easiest one so far. Yellow, yellow. Red, red. Blue, blue. Well, that didn't seem so bad. Wow, look at that DS technology. And still no more experience, ah. Alright, I guess we'll just head up the escalator. That seems to be where we're supposed to go. And hopefully that should give us access to a fair bit more of the complex. Casual just walking up the escalator. Oh, hello. Alright, may as well just see how we do against these guys. You know what? I think this calls for a bombardment, actually. Celebratory bombardments. Groundbreaking game mechanics. You know it. Only the power of Nintendo DS could bring you this masterpiece. In all seriousness, I kind of feel bad about the prospect that this sort of disincentivized the prospect of any other Sonic RPGs being made, because I definitely would have liked to see them. Dead. Yeah, Medibot seems like the best course of action for the time being. Let's see how far we can fly now. Look at this. We actually have directions we can go. Let's try headed this way. I think this takes us up to where we were trying to get to. Yes, here we are. And what looks like some stairs. Here he is! We finally found him! Wait, that's Omega! I knew it. Those marauder goons. We have to... Later! Someone's coming! Good. I need to smash something. Shadow, you want to rephrase that? You want to rephrase that, Shadow? I don't think people are quite happy with the words goon and smash nowadays. Oh goody, more laser drones, my favorite. Send them to the blackest pits of Hades, please. Actually, thinking about it, Robotnik could probably just completely annihilate these with the bombardment. E123 Omega mode. Yes, we finally found him. The king of this game. Get him. You left him at 1 hit point. Come on, Tails. Alright, go... I think these ones might be the most dangerous, actually. They can one-shot you if you're not careful. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Perfect, Robotnik. Robotnik number 1. Look at him just doing a little jig there as well. Rusty hydraulics. Increases... I gotta admit, the whole armor and defense thing is a little confusing to me.
Omega. Oh, don't waste your time on this one. He's been a thorn in my side for years. Quiet, Robotnik, or I'll promise you I'll... He's still functioning, just heavily damaged, but I think I can... Yes, with the parts of these Guardian robots, I can repair him. Do it. Omega, can you hear me?
Now here comes the question of what voice I want to give Omega. I was thinking of doing a Hokey Dalek voice, but I think I know what voice I want to give Omega now.
Systems coming online. E123 Omega beginning reactivation protocol.
If I had a nickel for every time I heard that.
Robotnik detected. Beginning annihilation sequence.
No, Omega, Robotnik's on our side.
The orange forest creature has gone mad. Recommend immediate destruction.
No, Omega, he's right. Robotnik is helping Team Sonic against the Marauders.
As hard it is to believe.
There is no reason to doubt Shadow or Rouge. There is no reason to trust the rest of these meatbags.
Well, I certainly hope we can regain your trust.
Your efforts will be better spent elsewhere.
Come with us, Omega. We're gonna destroy the Marauders for what they did to you.
Yes, they will be destroyed for what they did to me.
Again with the emotionless revenge. Just gets tired. Let's go, team.
Yes, we have much work to do. I must take time to recharge before commencing revenge. Put that cookie down now.
The stronghold is underground, Omega. You can recharge there.
I never agreed to allow that fancy machine to...
Silence, Robotnik.
Now. I will go recharge. Go to the underground to recharge. You will find me there if you need me.
We'll get the Marauders for what they did to you, my friend. Let's get to it. The Marauders must pay. So yeah, Omega is the other optional character you can get in this game alongside Cream. And honestly, Omega was a little less tucked away than I remember, but I will definitely say getting Omega is definitely worth it in the end. Let's go and pick him up and see for ourselves as to why. Oh, this is the best news I've heard all day. Enough of me wandering around these empty corridors. We got the main thing I wanted to get here. So obviously, we're gonna get the Dream Team, Shadow, and Omega.
Who gets the smash? Let me smash. You mind if I smash?
Alright. We even get level ups for the rest of the party here as well. Nice. And look at that, 8 bonus points. Smash level 2, so we can't get that thing, those boxes which I missed, which is a shame. But he also gets the invulnerable ability alongside Big, which is nice. So you get an alternative. Let's have a look at his moves. Got a fair few of them. We got the
flamethrower, we got the beam cannon, we got the
It's funny that he actually gets a team move alongside Omega. Temporary field,
machine gunner.
Reconfigures his claws into Gatling to deliver fuller auto attacks on the opposing team. I kind of feel I want to prioritize the beam cannon first, and then
get the machine gun now.
Peak team. You know it. Baby, you know it. Oh, the enemy's gone here as well. I guess, Omega... The presence of Omega scared him off. I think this is probably going to be the thing I regret least doing this whole thing. I was thinking this entire stream was a bit of a wash just for how much I was struggling, but now Omega's here. It's like... This entire stream is saved. Let's see how he does against these enemies. Obviously, Omega, as you can probably notice, is quite slow, but he makes up for it by being one of the hardest hitters on the team. Let's
do the machine gun.
I'm gonna have so much fun with that. Yeah, he's a beefy boy as well, as you'd probably expect from Roberts. Plus, he also gets his own unique set of equipment for him as well.
Eat lead!
Alright, a little bit of a letdown there. Robotnik is a party member in this game. He throws wrenches at people. Can he do his signature frame zero command grab? Unfortunately not. Just like Tails, he's resigned to Tails' Frontiers moveset. Also, he can just call in orbital bombardments whenever he wants. Kind of a shame I did. Omega doesn't seem to have that much power at this point in the game, which is kind of a shame. Let's see how much damage Omega just does normally. You know, if he could actually get an attack off before Robotnik just nukes the site from orbit.
Kablooey!
Okay, he just launches a Samus missile at them. Nice. It is fortunate we also got Omega because, I already said he's probably one of the best characters in the game alongside Cream, just how much damage he can put out. I'm fairly certain at the very least he has the highest attack of all the characters in the game. Certainly on the highest of the defenses. Let's actually equip some stuff to Omega real quick here. We got the rusty hydraulic. We got the oily hydraulics. And we got the grapple claws. Okay, good to know that he has multiples of those he can just put on. I just love that now Robotnik is just known for just command grabbing people because of the comics. I mean, I'm not entirely against it, I just personally find it funny. Alright, let's see where we head doing this. Oh, that was a complete waste. Oh, there's a climbing thing here as well. Oh. I don't think we need to worry about healing for the moment. Just want to make sure I can actually get everything here. If not, then we'll take some time out to actually move on with the story. Kinda strange that objective still seems to be pointed here. I think it's broken. Yeah, we're getting up to the point now we can actually just preemptively attack people. It's nice. Kind of feel we need to work on your swings there, Omega, though. I think we can get away with another bombardment. Oh no. Well, Tails is dead. Yeah, these... I think it's just the SEGA drones that have the self-destruct, and that really just makes them arguably one of the more dangerous enemies in the game. Just... how much... Come on, Shadow, please. Just... can one of you land a hit? The flea icon looks like Sonic. You know, if we keep missing, I might actually have to, check that real quick. Come on, can you please just land one hit? Please. We're back here again. Alright, let's have a look. Actually, I can kind of see it, and I hate that. I can't see the Sonic. Can one of you land a hit? Robotnik, please. Thank you. It's like no wonder Tails thought throwing wrenches as an attack was a good idea. I wonder actually if you can fly back. Doesn't look like it. Alright, let's see where this leads. I'm guessing it's gonna lead where it's supposed to. Yeah, I think this is just a forward and back. Yeah, that's a bit of a shame. I was hoping we'd actually... What do you mean I'm down here now? Game! Why can't you just breathe straight forward? Alright, let's see where this leads. Ah, up here. I was wondering. Oh, I don't even have to actually hit those smash blocks as well. We're good. We're good. We're great. Just had to mess up one. I do think it was a little bit more than just saying nice avatar, Catherine. Can no one just hit anything, please? Yeah, pretty much. You'd sort of tell I'm already flagging. Like, I want to get out of what is arguably the worst part of the game. Oh yeah, and Omega's normal attacks have AoE, that's, I remember now. Well, roughly speaking, how long do these random encounters take? It depends how many times the characters miss their attacks, miss their hits. I want to say around 2 to 3, maybe 5 minutes maximum. Noticing a lot of noticing a lot of misses. I think that's just the nature of these enemies. They just have an oddly high evasion. I think I mentioned this earlier. It's really the sort of thing that makes you really sort of de-incentivizes you from trying to attack them. Trying to avoid random encounters. Yes, Robotnik's run is amazing. Well, shoot. What sucks as well is I'm out of bombardment, so, let's try a Chaos Spear. Probably not wise. Alright, that still did pretty decent damage. Oh no. Well, Shadow's dead. I still can't help but notice a lot of the splash art for like the attacks and cuts. I say cutscenes, I'm more so to say talking models. Really do remind me a lot of Sonic X. I think I already mentioned this, but you can sort of already tell I'm sort of on fumes at this point. Come on, Robotnik. Finally. We won, but at what cost? I think we've assembled a fair few healing items at this point, so use those to bring Shadow and Omega back up to speed. Let's have a little extra look at Robotnik's run. Look at this. Look at this. Just mincing. Just prancing along like he's not in the middle of a war zone. It's amazing. Okay, that's, it's a relief that that enemy is just gone for the time being. Alright, let's see what we got in here. Ovis. Automatically revived once during a battle. That's pretty good, actually. It's definitely... I mean, of course it's pretty good. It's one of the super rares. Not the one I want, but still pretty nice to have. I mean, generally speaking, all the unique chows are pretty good. I mean, they'd have to be, wouldn't they? No. Okay, so you can jump down. Down here. Yeah, I kind of feel it's kind of annoying just traversing a lot of this place. Just feels sort of needlessly convoluted at points. It's like, in order to get back up there, I'm gonna have to go all the way back into the underground. I can't just jump back up where I came. I'm gonna have to take this spring, go all the way back for the underground. Just go all the way back up to the north. Take the escalator again. Just to get back where I was. It's... I feel that's another one of the big sort of main sort of downfalls of this whole game. Gibber. Greatly increased resistance to damage. I'm gonna give that to Omega. Where is he? Gibby. Gibby! What? I thought I wanted to say something funny about Omega's walk cycle, but it's kind of not all that special, to be honest. But look at this! We have almost the entire roster. There's just one we're missing, weirdly enough. I wonder who that could be. Ay, ay, ay. Well, we get at the very least, we're coming up to the end of this. We've just got 10 rings and 2 more, eggs to find. Often not the most difficult to find. Because it does look like we've been across most of the map already. Fwah, 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 fwah. I'm not entirely certain where the rest of the eggs would possibly be, but, oh well. Can I please... Guess I'm just gonna have no choice but to fight more secret drones. Yay! My favorites. I mean, I say that I could just nuke them. I suppose there is sort of a methodology to just... getting self-destruct... getting bombardment maxed out right away, because you can just not deal with this. See? I mean, that should have just dealt with them all, but, how unfortunate. Can one of you just please land a... I feel if that evading POW ability that they just pull out constantly wasn't a thing in the game, I'd, be enjoying this a lot more. Because honestly, these drones are probably the worst thing. It's weird, because I don't tend to hear much stuff about them. I think it's mostly just the shield pawns they worry about. Can one of you just land a single hit, please? Just a single hit, that's all I ask. I'm just gonna resort to another bombardment. I don't have time for this. You have 5 seconds to comply. Goodbye. Okay. Seemed like a fair few rings around here. Is there anything else I'm missing? I think the stream's oh no. Well, we're coming up to the end, so just gonna wait here a little bit. Hopefully it sorts itself out. Why are you doing this to me? Come on, work with me here. Work with me. Still says it's dropping frames. Oh boy, I sure do love working with OBS. I think as soon as we hit the anti-air cannon, it's probably going to do the thing anyway. So I think what I'm going to do instead, have a little look around a little bit more. Because I'd rather not get into sort of plot stuff while the stream is dying, so hopefully it can catch up. At least that's the hope. And over there we need to worry about, methinks. Aha! We just jump up here, and up here. More egg. Okay, he just sort of disappears when he's off screen. It's like in Pokemon. And all the way back here again. There's still stuff I think I'm missing. But I think given the time, yeah, frames are still not going all that well. Oh, just what I needed. And now I just have to sit here listening to this nightmare music in the hopes that it's getting even worse. Why are you doing this to me? Still waiting. Still waiting. If it doesn't clear up in the next couple of minutes, I'm just probably gonna have to continue. Because this is exactly what I wanted. Drop frames after drop frames after drop. Why is this happening to me? Yeah, I think I'm just gonna have to continue. Just what I needed. Right. I mean, hopefully it'll catch on the recording anyway, so... Or the VOD. Alright, let's see what we got. That's not a rare. Yeah, I think given the time, I'm probably gonna have to go through this part again just to actually get everything and hopefully get better levels beforehand, but shouldn't be too much of an issue. Let's just get on with it. I've seen enough of this place. Frankly, the robot here seems to be gone. Yeah, still have no idea how to get over here. It's this area which I need to get to.
My lovely cannon, you're alive! I have to hurry. Wait, I seem to remember something about... Ah, yes, I placed a guardian here to protect the cannon. I'm impressive in myself. No time to disable a guardian, we'll have to fight it. Pity.
Here's the boss. Which I'm guessing is sort of a mix between a gun pawn and a shield pawn. Luckily, we have Tails here to deal with it. And Omega. No PP for bombardment, unfortunately, so... I'm just gonna go Chaos Spears and...
Let's use the beam cannon, yeah.
That's still respectable damage, Shadow. I'm impressed. Shoot. Oh no, he's charging. Oh, never mind, Omega just absolutely demolished him. I think this alone just sort of exemplifies why Omega should be on your team. If you can still hear me. Can none of you just hit this one drone? This is the hardest enemy in this whole fight. Stream is stuttering hardcore. Yeah. I noticed, just bitrate just absolutely tanked. I say bitrate, let's see. Yeah, frames just dropping like flies. Yeah, Guardian Pawn.
Yeah, that was tough. Yes, they don't make them how I used to. Let's get this cannon working and clear the skies for Sonic.
I just love how it just has 3 of these comically large barrels on it. Well, it is certainly quite the potent one. And they just face plant on the ground. Well, here we are. Good old Angel Island. We can get past the fleet only get shot down by a cannon on Angel Island itself. Just our luck.
Sonic, is everything alright? You shot an opening in the fleet, there was a cannon on Angel Island.
Oh no.
It's okay, Tails, we're all fine here. I don't know, Sonic, look!
That looks like a villain if ever did see one. Just casually floating there. Oh hey, it's Finidivus. Sorted out now? Good. We're going to need help with this one.
Tails, get up here, now!
Copy that. Tails out.
Well, let's go.
What are you doing? We'll be killed.
Maybe we can't beat them by ourselves, we can definitely slow them down till Tails gets here.
Finally, we get more adventures with Sonic and Co. And some relatively easy eggs by the looks of it. Who can really say? Also the soundtrack, which feels very much... I think it's supposed to be based off of Collision Chaos Bad Future, but it's very much, balked if that's the case. Let's try Whirlwind, actually. Probably ill-advised. Refresh. Blow Kiss. Oh, I could do 2 on Knuckles. Alright, let's see how this works. I'm expecting poor results. See what I mean? Feels as though it's not really worth getting into Refresh, just for how much stuff seems to resist wind damage. Fail! Okay, they do seem to be weak to earth damage at the very least. And it's chugging... just what I needed. Get 'em, boys. Damn it, I missed it. I was looking at the shot. Somehow got that. I don't know, it does feel as though I'm getting better at this. Still find that voice scream makes when she gets hurt so sad. Yeah, let's try another refresh. Can't do another refresh. Shoot. And now let's just go for a no need to waste too many power moves. I mean, I say that this fight is probably going to take a while. Yeah, with the whole stasis thing, I can't ever feel this whole stream has just been one big disaster out of another. What do you mean, get them? Yeah. The amount of health these guys have, I don't really think it's worth really getting into too many fights here. Alright, succeeded in escaping, and they just end up blowing up anyways. It really just gives up the sense that there doesn't really seem to be much point in actually getting into fights. Because you could just run past them most of the time. Out of my way. Coming through. It really just feels as though they tried to come with all different means of trying to justify using the touchscreen. Just grab more useful items. I definitely won't say no to these. Velk. Hey, it's you. Greatly... Okay, just resistance to damage. That's pretty nice. God, it's Finny. Yep. Of course I was gonna make the ties to Finilivus, considering they're both echidnas, they both have dubious intentions, both use technology. I'm sure there's other similarities that Penda... It's funny enough, because I don't think Finilivus is technically Pendus' character, is he? I think it was a Flynn creation, technically, just based off of a nothing echidna in one of the throwaway scenes from the Knuckles show. Some of the chat seems to be... No, I think I got most of them. Don't mind me, just got places to be. Trying to make up for lost time. Yeah, I think after that lag spike, I'm probably just going to, try to get to discount Finidivus. As we are technically going over time. At the very least, this whole area seems to be fairly linear. Which is a blessing, I suppose. And you only need, like, minimal smash power in order to get past here. Yeah. I just feel no impetus to fight any of you at this point. I want to get to Finidivus. He killed Knuckles' dad, allegedly. At least I think. My Archie lore isn't exactly, I'm not exactly the most fresh in terms of my Archie lore. Later! Yeah, it's kind of strange. It almost feels as though Chronicles is doing its best to become the most disastrous of my streams so far. With the technical difficulties from the first stream, and now more technical difficulties this stream. You move. Knuckles kill. Oh, Knuckles kill. Now I remember. I think. Because Enerjack. Can you... I just ran away from you. Go away. Just feeling determined to run from everything now. Also, I don't remember the Angel Island altar being this, I suppose, well kept. At least compared to, how it was in... I feel I'm missing an egg somewhere. Oh well. You can sort of tell I'm sort of, getting... Kara's going out the window a little bit. Didn't your mommy tell you not to take things that don't belong to you? Master X, the Hedgehog is here. Fools, insignificant worms who beg for annihilation. Also, nice spoiler for the end of the game there, buddy. Leave shade to me, Sonic.
So, you feel worthy of combat with my finest warrior, do you? Knuckles, was it? Last of the echidnas? It must be a shame to have been misled all these years.
Quit blabbing and bring it on!
Frankly, my hot-headed worm, you are not worthy. Come, my minions, brush away these motes of dust as I make my victory complete. Power-mad techno-wizards and Nocturnus assassins. It's been good fighting with you, Sonic.
Don't get all misty on me, Knuckles. It ain't over yet.
Yeah, these just seem like average Nocturnus mooks. We'll be fine, Knuckles. We'll be fine. As long as we can get a refresh off, I think, because I need it. Knuckles, yeah, we could just get away with some uppercuts. Refresh. It feels like I actually have sort of a team going on here. With roles. Well, mostly just with Amy and Cream. Gotcha! Oh, that felt good. I mean, I probably didn't need to do this, but I wanted to do it anyway. It's kind of weird that he threw these ones out here when arguably they're some of the easier ones. And that just leaves one more for us to deal with, which I think a good axe kick to the head will deal with. Also, yeah, I'm probably also going to have to work on my Alan Rickman. Prune juice! Meanwhile, Sonic got himself into trouble again, did he? There's no way we can get up there. There's no way we can get up there in time. Again, my genius overcomes all. Surely you consider we could repair the teleporter in the underground and use it to travel to Angel Island. I was busy. Yes, I see. You must return to the underground. There I will repair my transport and send us all straight up to Angel Island. Great, let's go. Sonic needs us. Well, I think given the time, I could just well, I guess that's everything in Metropolis. Didn't have to worry about that at all. So I think this might be a good time for us to call it. Nice little cliffhanger there. I was hoping we'd get a little bit further, but I guess we'll just have to save that for next time. Apologies for the absolute state of the stream. Hopefully things will pick up next time, but until then, let's wrap up by seeing what chows we got. We got Cool It. Would have been nice to end on Phenox. At least I think it's Phenox, the name of the chow. Oh well. Until then, thank you for tuning in. Take care. Bye-bye.
Harry Potter.